Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your September astrology. And what an incredible horoscope this is going to be, because Mercury, the planet of good fortune, is finally moving forward. So expect more clarity and more clear communication with everyone around you. And if that wasn't enough, we've got Venus, the planet of love and abundance, going direct after a very rare retrograde of nearly 6 months. So if you've been wading through treacle when it comes to your relationships and your love-ins, it's now going to be so much clearer. The other big news of this month is that Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, the adventurer, is going retrograde, which means we're not necessarily galloping ahead, but we're dealing with our stuff for massive growth. Here's your September horoscope. Hey Capricorn, the beginning of September is all about adventure and you coming into your power and experiencing pleasure. What is not to love about that? I know you're very hardworking, you're very diligent, you're very focused, but please allow yourself some fun, because actually it will really enhance things when it comes to hard work later on in the month. Because trust me, when we get to the end of the month or around after the 23rd, you are working really hard. You should enjoy it, but there's a lot of focus on hard work. Right now, it's about adventure and exploring and learning and maybe even teaching. But let's start at the beginning. When Venus goes direct at last, you have probably had a very intense time. It could have been that you were obsessed with an ex-lover. It could have been that you had a lot of self-doubt about yourself, or been involved in a relationship where there was a differing in power. Maybe somebody had money, maybe that you were craving someone and you didn't feel that they craved you as much, or even the other way around. But there has been something where you haven't really been feeling your full power, unless you've been involved with an ex. And again, it's probably unclear. Anyway, the good news is you are heading forward now and you are in your power. You're going to know your power. You are dazzling, you are charismatic. And there's something going on where you suddenly go, I get it. I get what my fears were. I get what was holding me back. And now I'm ready to move forward, knowing I am worth it, knowing I am fabulous, knowing that I am lovable, and drawing towards you, actually, money, abundance, and powerful people, whatever that word means to you. Now, Jupiter is going retrograde. You may have enjoyed opening your heart to situations and fun and pleasure. Now it's about building on whatever creative insights you've had, whatever relationships you have begun, whatever joyfulness, whatever's given you joy in the past few months. You're now like, okay, with Jupiter retrograde, you're expanding with what you've got rather than going out there and grabbing new things. So what have you got in your life at the moment that brings you pleasure? And how can you build on it, enjoy it, and expand on it? Jupiter will show you how. And there's also a very intense conversation about maybe planning a holiday or planning an adventure or even planning to go and study something, and you're excited about it. It's making you feel excited. Don't be too rash, though, because Mercury is still retrograde on the 4th, and you might just go, right, I'm doing that now. I know that's unlike you, but it's a possibility because you are filled with a sense of adventure. In fact, the new moon is saying to you, how can you bring more adventure into your life? What do you need to let go of so you can explore yourself, the world, your mind, your intellect in new ways? And the new moon should bring a message to you about that. Luckily, the message should be clear because Mercury goes direct on the same day. So you're like, yes, my thoughts are clear. I know what I want. And after the 15th, just go for it and allow yourself to trust your own mind and your own heart, because you're a very balanced person most of the time. And you've hopefully had and experienced some great senses of optimism, and take that optimism with you into the future. A big day for you is the 21st, when the sun trines Pluto in your sign. But it's a great day. Again, you're like, I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to explore. I'm ready to transform. And all of those opportunities will be put into your past, but only if you make a decision and let go in whatever way you need to let go of. What do you need to let go of? The answer should be clear. Right, the next thing is the sun is changing sign and you are feeling like, right, this is it. I'm getting stuck in. I am that goat climbing up that mountain, and you will have the opportunities to take with you to get to the top of that hill. We're at the end of the month and you are able to climb, to grow, to focus. Mercury is direct. It's also trine Jupiter on the 25th. And you're like, not only am I going to work hard, I'm going to work hard for my pleasure and for my joy. So many exciting things coming to you this month. It's going to blow your mind. The full moon brings you a peak experience when it comes to your home and family. So if there's something to resolve there and you haven't done it, that could hit a peak and you could be quite emotional about it. But it could be a celebration, a joyful sense of closeness and coziness. In fact, if I was you, I'd plan something cozy and lovely for the 29th, and it should bring you delights and excitements and even a bit of sizzle that you maybe put on the back burner for a while. So this month is very good for you in general, packed with possibility and potential adventure, and finally hard work towards your dreams. But you've learned that you have to put doses of pleasure into that hard work, and that's like super fuel to you to success. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.